Hey Makar, it's Sammy, your regional director. I know this is actually not a formal newsletter, but more so a call to action per se. As many of you guys may know, today is in fact my 21st birthday, so I'm extremely excited about this. Um, and it also marks the beginning of my golden year. I'm turning 21 on the 21st of September. So this is all good news. However, I did receive an email that I was not completely excited about. I am a very competitive person, and so things like this certainly hit the spot for me. I received an email from the national chair, Ali Goldstein, and she had told me that the number of applications that the National Board of Directors has received for national committees is at 49. That's total. That's in the entire country. And I guess my initial thought to this was, well, that's interesting. I mean, there's probably 49 individuals in UNL's, the Nebraska Lincoln's Residence Hall Association, by itself. Why is there only 49? And then looking at the breakdown, Mucker has contributed six of these applicants, and I know some of those applicants are fellow regional board of director members. So first of all, kudos to all of you who have applied for national committees. That's excellent that you're taking the initiative to get involved. But more so, I want this to kind of serve as a challenge. You know, when I spoke back when I was bidding for this position, and when I spoke back at Nucker in San Diego, I said something, and I meant it, and that is that, you know, the networking experiences that we have as an organization that brings together colleges and universities is certainly one that's unmatched. It's something we can't get anywhere else. It's something that no other organization in this country can claim. And our ability and our will to recognize schools for some of the achievements that they make, that's also excellent as well. But I think something that is missing, something that we are not doing, and something that is really the only reason I ran for this position, and that is that I think there's a potential for something more. And that is that with the touch of a button, I can send a message, I can send an idea, I can start a movement amongst 50 some odd schools. Any of you guys can. And on the national level, we can hit even more. We can hit upwards of 400 schools, which any of you guys, once again, are allowed to do, are able to do. Simply, you send an email to me, I send an email to Ali, she sends it over the listserv, and it's done. And through this simple communication and through the power of students that we bring together, because mind you, we're not just bringing students together. No, we're bringing some of your most active, most well-spoken, most passionate students together, students who are in it to make changes in their local communities. We can really achieve a lot. And I'm not just saying, I think recognizing and coming together and sharing programs is great, but as far as meeting the needs of social justice issues for today, and trying to advance some of our communities and our residence hall communities to meet the needs of our, not just our intellectual needs, but our physical needs and our social needs as well. I think we can do a lot more than what we're doing right now. And the only way to do that is by taking advantage of some of these mediums that the National Association makes available or the regional affiliate makes available. And that's through these committees. In a virtual organization, it's very difficult to create these wide-scale programs and these large-scale programs simply because the only communication we have is through electronic means. We can't sit at a table. We can't brainstorm together. I can't pull out a whiteboard and present a bunch of ideas to you and get feedback at that same time. It's impossible unless I go purchase and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on webinars or current conferencing calls or whatnot. And so we're unable to do that. And so it's through these small committees, when we can focus these ideas and channel these ideas, that's how we can actually get together to make these large-scale changes. And I guess I challenge you guys to take advantage of these mediums. You know, when I took over as director, I was under the impression that my team, being all of you, are some of the most passionate, some of the most intelligent, some of the most clever student leaders, not just at your schools, no, but in the entire country. And to me, I thought to myself, like, that's an amazing ability as an organization to have. That really goes to show the kind of power and the kind of change, positive change that we can make as an organization to our local communities. I'm not advocating to change the world, no, but I mean, by no means is a bunch of students going to be able to do that per se. But what I do think we can do is really change the campus and university community in our region, in the country, and we can only do this by taking the initiative. I like to think that there's three types of people in the world. There are those who don't do anything. There are those who recognize problems and cry about it, and then there's those who recognize problems and want to do stuff. And this is the kind of group that I want to be. I want to be the individuals that recognize problems, recognize situations, and then instead of waiting for someone to come along and do it, we take the initiative to do it ourselves. And that's the kind of opportunity that you can get from these committees. That's the opportunity you can get from our regional committees. And that's just the general opportunity you can get from being heavily involved in an organization like this. I really hope you take advantage of some of the resources we provide besides just chats or bidding for awards or conferences. Take advantage of ways to stay in tune and stay engaged every single week of the entire academic year by being involved with committees and being involved with regional programming. I think through this we can create that positive change that we want. We can really meet the potential of an organization such as ours and above all benefit the communities that by and large we represent and we're working for. And so with that being said, guys, I challenge you to apply for these national committees and these regional committees because I know you can do it. We have one of the most spirited groups, affiliates, I suppose, in the country. I feel from being at several conferences and sitting in on closing ceremonies. And I honestly think we've got the student power to really take over and lead some of these committees and create some of the excellent programs that a lot of us have in mind. And so my challenge to you guys is let's not hit that 10 mark that the national chair wants our affiliate to reach. No, let's hit that 20 mark. Let's surpass the expectation that the national board has for our region, and let's beat Neokur. I'm from the Northeast. I know the kind of people we are. We're just a bunch of hippies and attractive single mothers, and so and by all means, I don't see why we couldn't do it. I don't see why we could beat them out for the amount of people that apply for national committees and regional committees. Quite honestly, being the original organization where NUCCR actually stemmed from, I think we should make a good show. And so that is my challenge to you guys. I encourage you to apply for national committees. The link is included in this email, and so are the regional committee applications. Those are actually due tomorrow. National committee applications are due Friday. But above all, I just want to see a great turnout, guys. Keep up the good work, and we will touch base soon.